Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to yet another great edition of Topic Time with Harrison Young. It is finally feeling like spring out there. I actually waited outside for my guest today without shivering. I kind of wish we could do the show outside. That's how nice it is. And long and waiting, too, I'd say. But, of course, as usual, we are heating things up in here tonight with two wonderful guests. But before we get to them, got to read the underwriters, and then we will commence with the show. We got T. Martini & Son Floor Covering in Abington. We got Big Lee's Automotive in Abington also. We got Gene's Greenhouses and Florist Shop in Brockton. We got Shovel Shop Spirits here in Easton. We got Sure Shine Professional Detailing and Hand Wash in Abington. We got Vape Solutions in East Bridgewater. We got Shape and Sheds in Whitman. We got Clothes Clinic Dry Cleaning also in Whitman, where Topic Time fans get 10% off. We get MDI Auto Brokers, home of the fully certified used car, also in Whitman. And we got Smoke and Ashes Tobacco Corporation in Abington with stores and locations in Abington, Hanson, Hanover, Pembroke, Weymouth, and Whitman. And on that note, we will now start the show. And here we go. Okay, again, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another great edition of Topic Time with Harrison Young. Today, I've had a lot of beautiful ladies on my show lately, but usually I have them on one at a time. Today, I have them on two at a time, so this is going to be a great show. This is the sisters. This is Sarah Mariah Shourds and her sister Amber Weinberg. And Sarah, I know, was a model. Amber looks like she could be a model. She said she modeled a little bit. We're going to talk to both of them. I think Amber does a lot of Sarah's makeup work, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. So I'm going to talk to them tonight. We're going to look at some of their work. Sarah's, especially because she's the one I booked initially, and she brought Amber on board. If Amber wants to put some pictures up of herself, that's fine too. That'll be totally her call. But in the meantime, I just want to thank you two for coming all the way up from the Constitution State, Connecticut. You two are the second and third guests in a row I've had from Connecticut, and I have one coming in next week as well. So thank you both for coming on and up here and being on Topic Time with me. It's going to be a great show, and we're going to find out all about you. So
thank you.
Okay. So let's talk about you. Now I'm looking at you two, and I'm thinking you both came from a family of people that aspire to the camera, correct?
Well, actually, no.
Okay, well, all right. Then tell me. That's why we ask these questions, because if there's any contradictions, we get them out of the way so people who are watching the show can say, "Oh, that's very interesting." So go ahead. You might as well start with you, and then you can interact with her, and then I'll interject if I have any questions. So,
Of course.
how did y'all get into modeling and makeup, artwork, or whatever?
Well, our family is definitely not into this whole industry as much as we are.
Okay.
Yeah, no, not at all.
We started off with pageants when we were
Yeah.
about 10 or
10,
11.
okay,
Yeah.
right. Okay.
And that's how we started getting into the whole modeling and beauty world.
Yeah, Sarah did great in the pageants. Me, on the other hand, I wasn't really meant for the
She
spotlight.
tried, though.
I
She
did
gave
try.
it her best.
Okay.
But Sarah really took control of that part, and I kind of liked more of the behind the scenes.
Okay.
So Sarah kind of went with it.
Okay, I understand. Now, which one of you was older? I'm just curious.
I'm the oldest.
A little bit, not by much.
3 years.
Oh, okay, that's not much. Okay, good. Because I was going to say, I was wondering if maybe the older of the two kind of encouraged the younger one to, it says, hey, maybe I'm trying to model now. It's not working out. Maybe if I brought you on board, maybe somebody would look at me and think, hey, maybe together they'd be great in a magazine or something. But that's not how
Yeah.
it worked, right? Or is it?
Well, we started off with the pageant together.
All right, talk about the pageant.
Yeah.
Let's forget the magazines. Talk about what the pageants were like. And now you all both grew up in Connecticut?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So how did you get into pageants? 10 years old, I assume you were probably in elementary school.
Yes.
And somebody must have thought you had a talent enough or looking good enough to do this at 10. So how did that come about?
I think I signed up online for us, and
Okay.
then we got a postcard in the mail.
Okay.
And before I knew it, we were both signed up.
So you
and-
signed up for the both of you, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I was kind of socially awkward, but
I was thinking maybe she was the because you're 3 years older, so usually the older one is the one that sets the
No.
example. But in this case, the younger one set the
Yeah.
example.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay.
I wanted to do it, but I was nervous and didn't want to do it alone.
Right.
So we did it together.
I
And
took one for the team.
It's a
I
beautiful
liked
thing.
it and she didn't.
Okay.
And I
Yeah.
continued with it, but she didn't. And then we both started getting into the beauty field. I went to cosmetology school and she went to esthetician school.
Yeah.
What's an esthetician? I should know. But
We do like skincare.
do what?
A skincare specialist.
Okay.
So with facial.
but not a dermatologist, something. Not
No.
medically. You're not medically aligned for anything. You just everything is just for cosmetic purposes
Yes.
only. Okay.
Yep.
I understand. Okay. So that's interesting. So where did you all go to school for this stuff? In Connecticut? Or you want to name the schools? I always am curious what schools people went to because sometimes people give a lot of credit to their education to help them get where they're at. So if you want to name the schools, go ahead. If not, that's fine, and we'll move on.
Yeah. So I first started actually at Endicott. I wanted to go
In Beverly,
for,
Mass?
Yes.
Okay.
I wanted to go for business, and then my parents kind of pushed me into it, and I decided not to, and I dropped out after a year and went to Paul Mitchell in North Haven, Connecticut.
There you go. Okay. North Haven. That's a borough of New Haven.
Yes.
Okay. I hope it's nicer than some of New Haven. Parts that I did. Okay, that's good. Paul Mitchell School, and so this was how long ago?
This was in 2013. I
So
started.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
About, yeah.
Oh, but you were long past 10 by then. You weren't.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, you were
This
out of
is
school
years
already.
later.
Okay. So what were you doing in 2013 along those lines, if anything?
I was busy being a mom.
You got a kid?
I do.
No way.
Gosh,
Yeah.
that's great, right?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, I know. Oh, that's awesome. Great. Good for you.
Yep. So I was just doing my own thing. I had a 9-to-5 job, and then I would just come up and see Sarah to get my hair done.
Oh, okay.
And then it wasn't until around 2015 that I really thought to go to school for aesthetics.
Okay.
So it took me a while to get there.
So you have a child. How many children do you have? One.
Just one.
Okay, so you had to figure out a way to make your time at your aesthetic school.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was rough.
You have a husband that takes care of your child?
Nope.
No.
I
Okay,
don't.
single mom.
Single
All right.
mom.
But
I'm making it.
You're making it work. Okay, that's cool. All right. So in the meantime, you're doing your hairdresser. You're doing her hair.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, so it's obvious that you two are finding out that together you make a great team, and that's clear. That's obvious. That's why you wanted to bring it with you today.
Yes.
Okay, so let's slowly fast forward and see how your pageantry, your education got you to where you are now. You've taken a lot of great pictures. I've seen them,
Thank you.
and I've seen you in a lot of really good wardrobes, and your hair done up, the walkway, the whatever you call it,
Runway.
runway. I'm sorry, the walkway, but you don't really run. So it's that's kind of an oxymoron, if you will.
Yeah.
I like
Yep.
that.
That is true.
But you know what I'm getting at. So what led you to make it bigger as you've done? And then you said you went to New York the other day, and that was obviously huge for you.
Yeah, it was a big fashion show in New York.
Okay.
I modeled, and then she did the makeup for about 10 of the 90 models that were there.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's
It was
amazing
busy.
you have the energy to come here after all that. That's a lot of work. 90 people
Yeah.
in the face. That's a lot. That must have taken you what, about 6 hours?
We got there around 9, and we didn't finish until the girls went on at
9 in the morning.
5:30.
Yeah.
Okay, but from where you live, New York isn't that far, right? I
We
mean,
left at 6.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's still,
Yeah.
I guess pretty early. But you knew you had to make a
Yeah.
day of it, and I know you had a great time down there, and you accomplished a lot.
was a
And you had a
blast.
pretty good finish yourself with your modeling.
It was good, yeah. It was a fun day.
Yeah, I'm sure it was. So was this your first big shoot in New York? I'm just wondering, I mean, have you done other ones as well?
This was my second one this year. I haven't done runways since I'd done like all the pageants and stuff.
Okay, when you were a
because-
kid.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
There's a lot of runway height limits.
Yeah.
Like for a while, you had to be 5'9" to even be like
Well,
looked at.
Aren't you 5'9"?
No, I'm only 5'7".
Really?
I got heels
You
on.
get heels on, okay. You can't fool the judges with little heels that add a couple inches?
Now you can. They've opened it up.
That's why
to
you
much-
got in the other day.
Yes.
Good for you.
Thank you.
High five.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, that's great. So now you went down there and when you do the runway. Now I interview a lot of models, But what I wonder is when the difference between doing a runway shoot and doing a magazine cover, or does one lead to the other necessarily, or can it, or has it ever for you?
I actually met the designer and the person who put the fashion show on through a fashion for a magazine shoot.
Okay.
That's how I'm. Well, I
So you already
originally-
you did a magazine shoot first, and then you did the runway.
Yes.
Good. That's great.
Yes.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. And what magazine was it, and where did you do the shoot?
It was for Fashion Avenue News in New York, and the photo shoot was in. Oh, which one? That one was in Middletown at a studio.
Middletown, Connecticut?
Yeah,
Okay, I
Studio
know where that is,
52.
yeah. I think that's where they shoot Deal or No Deal. I went down there and
Yeah.
I got paid $100 to be in the studio audience once.
In Waterford.
Yeah, it's a TV show with Howie Mandel. It's a game show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, right. I figured you might know that. All right, well, so now right now, I mean, I'm just curious, you're in your 20s, I guess, a teen still?
Oh, I wish. I'm 24.
Are you 24? Wow. All right, so now, so it's more than half your life you've been modeling then, so, and you got to be, and even more with you because you're older.
Yeah.
Wow, okay. So what is, I mean, so you've accrued a lot of experience in modeling. Are you full-time at it now, would you say?
I do. I wish I was full time. I don't have an agent,
Okay.
so I book all my own gigs
You
through
do?
photographers and other people I know.
Okay, and how many photographers do you think you've worked with? And if you're not sure, just ballpark it.
God, at least 15 to 20.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay. And how far and wide have you traveled to do these shoots?
Up and down the East Coast.
All the way to Florida?
Not all the way down there. No.
Almost.
Okay.
We're getting
We went to
there.
Georgia.
Okay. Georgia Peach.
Yeah, I did a pageant down in Georgia.
Cool.
That was.
How long ago was this?
Ooh, that was a long time ago.
Relatively long, like within the last
Yeah.
5 years, since 2013?
No, like before that. The
Okay.
last pageant I did was I did Miss USA last year. I competed for Miss USA Connecticut.
Wow. Okay. And even though you didn't get it, you're still going to compete again, right?
I was thinking about it. I took this year off because
Okay.
I knew I needed to work on a lot of things after being out of the pageant world for so long.
Okay. Well, if you don't mind my asking, just what other things do you do that are interesting? I like to find out how multifaceted my guests are. I mean, I was gonna bring up the question. Do you do other things like sing, dance, act? Have you been in any films or anything?
I do
Either of you?
act. I have.
Okay.
I haven't been in anything. We actually both were in a film for. It was called The Hartford Beat, I think.
Oh.
It was a very long
Yeah.
time ago, but it never made.
Oh,
never
you
made it.
You ended up on the
We've
cutting room
worked on
floor?
film.
Yeah, we've worked a lot behind the scenes on films. and
Really?
stuff.
Why not in front of the camera? You both look very nice. Why not, why not audition for more stuff? I try to give advice to my guests that might help them out. And I'll tell you this, I mean, you're both beautiful young women, and you're both very good, very easy on the eyes, but when it comes to the opportunities to present themselves, the more stuff you do, whether it's singing, dancing, film acting, play acting, singing telegrams, whatever, the more you put yourself out there, the more opportunities you're going to have, because you know why? You're padding your resume. And do you each have a resume with stuff
Oh, yeah.
on it?
Oh, yes.
It is, okay.
A couple different ones.
Oh, well, there you go. Okay, but I'm saying, so now if you did some acting, do you play music at all, sing? Have you done
I
that?
used to sing. I was told I had nodes on my vocal cords, so I stopped.
You had what in your vocal cords?
Nodes
Oh,
on my
really?
vocal cords?
Ooh,
Yeah.
can't that be removed? Can't those be removed surgically? I'm just kidding. You don't want to.
Yeah, I don't
You don't want
wanna
to
do
stick
that.
anything in there.
I'm good. I just tone it down.
Was that something? Is that like? Does that make it hazardous for you to sing? Is that really?
It can,
It
yeah.
can really. Well, if it's then you don't do it then. But do you play guitar at all? Any of that stuff?
No, I have incredibly small hands, so I've tried.
Mine
to
are
teach-
smaller, I think.
I can't reach. I've tried so hard every
Okay.
instrument. I can't reach any.
No, what about like doing gymnastics? Anything? Ever done cheerleading? Either of you in school?
She did cheerleading once upon a time.
Okay.
Once. It was for like a week.
Why just why? You didn't think you didn't make the cut, or you just didn't like it?
No, I showed up to practice one day and no one was there. They all quit.
They all quit. Where was this? In your high school?
No, I was in elementary school.
Well, my goodness,
So it was a real team. I don't know exactly what happened.
Well,
but-
that's a long time. I mean, but since then, when you became an adolescent, you didn't see fit to try it again with the older girls. Okay.
No.
Because an experience like that shouldn't be so traumatic that it's going to stop you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And they had me because I was the smallest,
Right.
they would throw me up, and I'm afraid of heights.
Oh, I don't blame
So
you.
I
Throwing
used
you,
to
that's a
climb
little,
up
that's a
there, and I
little
used to
tenuous.
just jump off. 'Cause I was
Okay,
so scared.
tedious, I mean.
You know.
Yeah, you're afraid of
Wasn't for
landing
me.
and breaking every bone in your body on the gym floor.
Yeah.
All right,
Wasn't
well,
for
I
me.
understand. So, but you've not done cheerleading or anything during your high school years?
No, we played other
We're-
sports.
Yeah.
What'd you
We're
play?
athletic.
I played softball. That was my main.
Okay,
And then they cut my softball team, so then I played baseball.
Okay.
I played varsity.
good for you.
And we played basketball, soccer.
yeah.
I played lacrosse.
Lacrosse.
So you're both
Every
very
sport.
athletic. I can see that. Do you,
Yeah.
do you have a regular workout schedule that you follow, each of you?
I do now.
Okay, that's important.
No,
This-
just scheduled dinner.
Okay, now that you've done New York a few days ago, what are your plans for what's on the horizon now in the next few weeks for you guys, for you two? You know.
Well, right now we're in the beginning of wedding season.
Okay.
And we do a lot of weddings.
When you say
so
do weddings, are you talking about makeup? Are you talking about makeup for weddings?
hair and makeup.
She does makeup and then I do the
you do
hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you have your own company that people consult? Do you want to talk about that? How you got into it?
Sure. Yeah.
Go ahead.
So I worked for my previous boss,
Okay.
and then I decided to go off on my own and open up my own makeup and hair business called
Cool.
Smudge Makeup.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I gave it a like on Facebook.
Yeah.
See, that's why I'm glad I asked, because I would have. It was a cute name, and I knew it was, and then now you jogged my memory, which is great.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it's called Smudge, and
Yep.
yeah, we do tons of weddings.
Wow.
Last year was our first year officially in business on our own.
Congratulations.
We had 3 weddings, and now we're up to 20 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can charge an arm and a leg for a wedding, because you know.
Oh, yeah.
But you better make sure you don't get it wrong, because a wedding is something that if you screw up, the
Yeah.
people that hire you can't get it back.
Right.
Do you-
A
now, do
lot
you-
of work goes into it.
Do you work with photographers for other people's weddings too, and DJs and things? I mean,
Oh, yeah.
like as I was going to say, you provide other services besides just makeovers or whatever. You also supply other things amenities for weddings as well, correct? Okay, no, you don't do catering too, do you?
We don't do any of that.
Okay, yeah.
But we know all the right people to
But you know,
connect them
okay,
to.
but you have connections, so you can set that up for a lot of people.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's great. Wow.
Networking is the most important in our industry.
Right. Now, I asked you before as we were starting. Have you ever been on TV before? And you said something. You said you'd been in a commercial.
I used to do commercial acting classes. Sorry, my throat.
Oh, classes. Okay.
But it's been a while. I haven't been in front of the screen in a while. So that's why I was like, oh, it hasn't been that long.
Okay. But I mean, you've never been interviewed before, have you?
No, I have
okay,
not.
neither of you have been interviewed.
Is it that
No.
obvious?
No, it's not
just
that.
kidding.
I like to think I'm the first one. You know, if I'm the first
Yeah.
one,
Yes,
it's
you
such an
are.
honor.
First
Okay.
one.
All right. So whereabouts have you traveled to? How far and wide have you traveled to do your weddings? How far? I mean, have they called you to different parts, of different states, Delaware,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yep. I had a wedding down in Florida.
There you go.
And then we book a lot in Massachusetts,
Of course.
New Hampshire, Vermont.
Jersey.
Yes, Jersey. We went to Jersey a few weeks ago for a bride.
Okay.
And then in 2020, we have a wedding in the Bahamas.
Wow.
So that one
Congratulations.
we're excited for.
First destination wedding.
Isn't that awesome? I mean, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Now, when it comes to your modeling, do you prefer like modeling clothes? I've noticed you do more clothes than beach shots or anything. But do you do beach shots too?
I do them.
And while we're talking, hopefully we'll be able to show the pictures that we talked about before. She can be edited in so people can see them. So go on. You do.
Okay. So about 2 years ago, that's how I, 2 or 3 years ago I did. There's
was 3
a
years ago.
bikini open challenge. It's, there's about 7 photographers.
Okay.
And it's a challenge to
Where
like.
was it held?
It was in.
Hammonasset Beach.
Yeah.
So I
Hammonasset.
started it.
Remember we were on the phone and I said, "Yeah, where is that?" And I go, "Oh, she's in Connecticut," because I was thinking it might be an island somewhere. And then I remember in Massachusetts. Then I remembered
Oh,
you were
Mashantucket.
right. Yeah. Okay. So that's a beach down in south of, I guess, what, New Haven, around there.
Yeah, Hammonasset.
Hammonasset, yeah.
Okay. That must have been great. So were you in that as well?
Yeah, so I was doing makeup for it.
Okay.
And then I was like, well, my sister models. This would be a great opportunity to get her back into it.
Great.
Because she had was just focusing on hair for a while, and I told her, I was like, Sarah, you should try to do it and see where it goes.
Okay.
And then from there, it just kind of,
I met so many
Took off.
photographers who introduced me to fashion people, introduced me to
I always say everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
Have you ever done any? I'm just wondering. And this is really cool that your wedding business is so far and wide, because eventually you may end up doing some. You may end up working for somebody that's really well known. Have you ever, either of you? Just wondering.
We
Yeah.
worked on a movie set with Christy Carlson Romano.
Okay.
That was pretty
Yeah.
awesome, and a bunch of Nickelodeon stars.
There you go. Remember, as I told you, as we were walking in here, one of the in-home, my very last one, in fact, the last Topic Time interview I did on an in-home one on the road, right in Connecticut. That little girl you saw is now 15 and the star of Nickelodeon's Wonder Park.
Oh, that's
So
That's
you were on.
awesome.
Oh, it is. Okay. Have you ever worked with any comedians at all? I'm just wondering.
Yes. I cannot remember his name for the life of me, but
Wouldn't be Lenny Clark, would it?
No.
Okay.
It's the little man in Will and Grace. I can't remember his name, but he's hilarious.
Okay, that's fine.
I cannot remember.
You know who I think you might have been named after? Sarah Silverman, the comedian. You know who she is?
Yeah.
She's
Oh,
my
yeah.
cousin.
Really?
Yes.
She's hilarious.
I know. I figured. I always love name dropping that when I get a chance.
By the way.
Yeah. I hope to get her on the show someday.
Yeah,
That would be awesome.
definitely.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay. No. Well, see, this is great because because you're doing something that's big all over the place, and you're meeting big people, and this is really gonna bode well for you. So, how do you reach out to people for your wedding services? Like, how do you end up getting hired? Thousands of miles away. Are you online?
I'm online. There's a website.
Okay.
And
You make your website look as cool as it can be, so that it's one cut above everyone else.
yes,
I get it.
of course.
It's a very nice
And
website.
My model over here
Big
is the face of
me.
Okay, right. How can you miss?
So we just use our website, word of mouth.
Yep.
That's really. Yeah, we use Thumbtack, Wedding Wire,
Okay.
Knot.
We
a
do a
bunch
lot
of
of
different-
bridal shows too. We've done a
Okay.
couple.
And now, do you ever model at these shows yourself?
After working them and seeing what the models have to do, I've been asked to model them, but they just stand there all day.
They just what?
A lot of them just stand on a pedestal all
Oh,
day.
it's just too tiring?
Yeah. I did some mannequin modeling once for Charlotte Roos, and it was a very long day.
Yeah, if it's too long, you don't wanna do
Not
it.
up my alley.
What about car buffing? You ever do that? Like, sometimes they have models buff cars.
Oh no, I haven't.
No.
That is a good idea though.
Well,
raise some
you're
money.
good. Well, maybe you'll take it. Maybe somebody will hire you to buff a car that sees the show. That's what we'll
Yeah,
hope.
I'll buff your car.
They buff a car, right. That is so cool. Okay, so you're planning a wedding in the Bahamas next year, and that's going to be like the biggest one ever that you've ever done.
Yeah.
So this coming summer though, you have any like modeling assignments already that you set up for yourself when the weather warms up, like outdoor stuff, like more bikinis.
I am going to be shooting. I'm waiting for the bikini weather to be
Exactly. Okay.
a little bit better. We like to shoot when it's still kind of cold because the beaches are a little more private.
You like it that way? Okay.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
want everyone to be staring at me or people be in the background of the
Well,
picture.
I hate to break it to you, but if
I know
you're-
they're staring at me.
Yeah,
but
but you don't want right. You don't want it to be gawking at you.
Yeah.
I know the difference. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then taking the picture before my photographer can even take the
Oh,
picture.
we're talking about paparazzi stuff.
You never know.
Does anyone ever, now remember when we started, I asked you, now you take pictures and you say you autograph them SMS, which is pretty cool. It's like an artist. In a way, you are an artist. Anybody that, let's face it doesn't have to be that if you have natural beauty, you're creating it for the world. Whether you do it with a paintbrush, a sculpt spatula, or your own appearance, you're the artist in a way, and that's why an SMS would look really good. I mean, an original SMS, and everybody's going to know what that is, right? I mean, there's only one SMS in the modeling industry. Well, I don't know about that, but now what about have you ever? Let's say you wanted to. Just curious. I don't know if you've ever considered it, but let's say you wanted to try out for the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue. Could you do that? Have you ever tried it or thought
I
of it?
would try it. So my photographer that I'm planning the swimsuit cover with, he actually has shot with Sports Illustrated before.
Well, there you go.
And he's already gotten 4 or 5 girls.
Yeah, and he's awesome.
He's awesome. Yeah, I love him. So
You want to name him
hopefully-
so we can give him some
Yeah.
credit here?
Joe Harari.
Joe Harari.
Harari.
Yeah.
Of course, we talked. Joe Harari and I are good Facebook friends.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, in
okay.
fact, he's
we
gotten
love
me some
him.
people to interview. Yeah, but now, when you shot with Joe, where did you shoot? I mean, just all over, like different parts of New England, because I know, all outdoor stuff, right?
Rhode Island. Well,
Yeah.
we've done a lot of
studio.
studio stuff.
Okay.
He has a really nice studio in his house.
In his house, isn't
Yeah.
it in like Western Mass?
I think so.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do a lot of traveling for your modeling assignments.
Yes.
Well, that's great.
Lots of traveling.
Well, guess what, ladies? We're down to the final 5 minutes of the show.
Wow, that went
I know.
by so fast.
So what I want you two to do is I want you to give shouts out to people that are going to see the show, because a lot of them are, but condense them. You have a pretty big fan base. You can talk to the people that you're going to be hooking up for the weddings at next, so, however
Yeah.
long down the road it is, and then we'll wrap the show up, just like we started it. So go ahead.
Okay.
Talk to your family if you want. If you
Yeah.
didn't mention your family at all. I thought maybe if you had family members that you wanted to say hi to, that's certainly
Hey guys.
okay.
Hi.
Your son, you have a son or a daughter?
Daughter.
A daughter, so you can say
Yeah.
hi to her. She's
Hi,
going to see the show.
Haley.
Hey Kay.
How old is she?
She's 8.
Oh, this is plenty. That's
Yep.
plenty old. I mean, I thought the way you were talking, I thought she was. I mean, looking at you, I figured she couldn't be too old because you.
Oh no, she's 8.
She's 8. Yeah, right. That's no.
Going on 13.
Going on. Right. Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
She
Okay.
wants to be a makeup artist like mommies.
Oh yeah, she
Okay.
makes her own little YouTube tutorials and everything.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, again, you can say hi to people that friends of yours that are going to see this. People, I'm talking about maybe models that I might want to get on the show later, because I always get a lot of my guests through word of mouth. So if there are people out there that you might say, hey, you want a great TV talk show, come up here. It's worth the 200 miles or however long you travel. You don't have to if you don't want it. I'm just suggesting it. But
Go
it's
ahead. You're the actress.
I know. I was like,
all right.
You got
That's
it.
cool.
Thank you to all my family and friends.
Okay.
You guys are awesome.
Have you ever acted? I know you've said you've done. I asked about theater. Have you ever done? Either of you been in a music video?
We are actually waiting
Yeah.
for the music video to drop. I don't know when, but
Yeah.
we shot it in October?
It was a while ago.
What,
A couple months ago.
Was it a band that you were? Was it a band's
He's an
music?
upcoming R&B artist,
Cool.
Kendall.
Artist
Okay.
Kendall.
And you were both in it?
I
Well,
She was in
had
one of them. She had a little
I had
cameo.
an unexpected appearance.
Well, no, it's not. But like I said, yeah, but it's all good. So.
Yeah.
So okay. So when it's out, I want to see it, because I definitely want to see.
Yeah,
I'm sure you two would be. And you might want to audition for more music videos too, because I mean, you may have nodes in your larynx, but you got rhythm too, and that's not. You're not going to hurt yourself dancing or. You ever do like? Have you ever done dancing before? Just I know you said you didn't do cheerleading, but growing up, you ever do any dancing? Or,
Only when
you
I'm
know,
drinking.
What's that?
He said
Just
only
when you're
when
drinking?
I'm
I
drinking.
get it. Okay. All right. Well, listen. On that note, we're going to wrap the show up. So I hope you both had a good time.
Yes, we did. Thank you for
Okay.
having
I
us.
hope we asked some good questions. And so that's it, folks. So as you can see, great episodes of Topic Time. More to follow. See you next time. Take care. And here we go. You ready?
Oh, we're
There
gonna
we
dance
go.
again.
Got that rhythm, that's for sure. Both of you do.
See, I wish I could play the piano.
There you go.
I can't reach the chord.